Welcome to the Eternal Cyclist, life on a bike.
Okay, as the sun starts to come up, we had slept here again, like I said, along this nice fishing area, on a place for the hammock to hang. Sun is coming up. Wasn't a bad day, so all in all, it's doable and workable. So today we'll go into Budapest. Start with going to a few of the sites, the castle, take a nap, do some other things. The usual fun. She couldn't make up her mind what was what yesterday, so I ended up booking a hostel later today at night, and then we'll go to the hostel at the afternoon, take a nap, and then go see the city at night. So that's the so far plan. Okay, good morning all. We're riding into the sun this morning. Headed into Budapest. Normally, I try each time when I come here to take a different route in. That way I can see if I can find a better route in. Budapest is one of those cities. None of the bike trails are great. They throw you on roads. They throw you off the bike trails, onto roads. Not pleasant experience getting in and out, the outskirts and everything else. You go one way, it's got one issue. You go another way, it's got another set of issues. So the basic bottom line is, yeah, it's not the most pleasant to ride into. But is it doable? Yes, very easy. But like I say, not without a decent amount of hassles. Okay, for the third, or what, today's the fourth day in a row, she's had problems with the way she has the bike pack loaded in the back there. Each time I try to show her, she then the next day changes it back to a way she thinks is better. Then part of the way down the road it falls apart. Okay, I can't help you if I show you a way that works and you're not going to follow it, and you're going to redo it yourself, then why first ask me for help? Second of all, you can't do it. Well, at least one thing about Budapest is once you get through all the suburbs and all the blurbs and all that, and you get to kind of what's the tourist area and stuff like that, there are some really nice bike trails, walk paths that go in front of the beautiful city front and all that stuff. But it's the getting here, getting out, going north is pretty easy. Going south, that's the one that's brings you through a lot of miserable places to get out the other suburbs. Okay, we've entered the Budapest area, so now I can start slowing down. Of course, from the bike trail, it's kind of hard to see some of the stuff. Definitely is better if you're walking or doing something else, but that we have to decide to do there. But the main thing is to go up to the castle right now and go to that area and see what goes on there. Okay, we've reached some of the Budapest sites, so slowly going to go up to the castle. It's supposed to be free before 9 o'clock. I thought it's free all day long, but I could be wrong. Over there, of course, is the famous chain bridge. I like the one in Prague much better than this one. And then, of course, your beautiful scenery of the city. Now I get to kind of play tourist. The sun is not quite at the right angle for this. Okay, as usual, it gets crowded here on the Budapest bikeways, so you gotta be careful how you ride, and recording at the same time is not always the easiest thing to do. And then watching somebody that's behind me that doesn't follow the rules, does it Chinese style, just stop and everything else, makes for an interesting ride. Okay, this is probably not the best view going this way into the sun, but yeah, you gotta take the pictures when you can take them. This is now up top in near the Budapest castle area. So as you see, we go through different things. So I'll try to stick to the shade a little bit and then ride around. I should put the 360 on for some better footage for riding around for the next few odd minutes and post it as a big 360. Okay, the view from the Prague Castle up top is very beautiful. You can see the city below, the other stuff, not only that, but the stuff up on top. Of course, it depends on the time of day, how the sight is across the other side. The sun is over in that direction, so not very good right now. Okay, up top, the Bastille. It's free before 9 o'clock because basically you can walk around the gates. Nobody's here to work it and do it. Bikes parked down there. So basically, it's not the best time for views of the city, but of course, this is what you get. And it's free, so one shouldn't argue. So you just come up, you take your pictures, you look around, and what do you see? 90% all Chinese. And you get the view of the city front. This is just went around, rode around, and took the 360 off. That's the archway up into the gates. And then over here was the Bastille that walked up across the top of to take a look at the city view. And that's what it is. They're working on so much here. It's a shame. It's a beautiful area, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes they work on it, sometimes they don't. Once I get down there, I'll take the 360, walk with the 360 at the same time, get some more pictures of what everything is. Hopefully that'll give a decent view of it to share with everybody. That's about it for now. Alright, just a little bit of footage from around here, from the Budapest upper part. We'll do the castle and do the stuff down there. We finished pretty much up the castle. Now it's just time to ride around, get lunch here in a little bit, ride into a little bit lower part of town, get some lunch. Like I say, we've done the part where we've ridden around, done all the things. So that's done. Take a little ladder walk along the castle side. Do that. But basically headed back here, and then I'll send her on a walk along the outer rim and call the castle good. As I often say, it's not what's for lunch, it's where is lunch. How is the view? Nice little city corner. Gonna have some mustard, some yogurt, kefir, some bread with cheese. And that will be today's lunch. Alright, crossing the bridge on the pedestrian part, but that happens here. And we go down into the town.